Good morning, hello, and welcome to Revsportz. The last T20I is here as we approach the end of 2025. What an year it has been, and I have witnessed quite a few historic moments. The last game that I will be witnessing in 2025, the 50-20I between India and Sri Lanka. Well, India are 4-0 up, and in almost every single department has been better than Sri Lanka, and I use the word almost because our fielding has been a bit of a concern, and which is where I think Sri Lanka has been just a touch better than us. But overall, it has been, the entire series has been all about India. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, will first want the coin toss to be in their favor, and they would want to chase, because that's where they seem to be comfortable. If you remember, every single time Sri Lanka has chased in the last, say, 14-16 months, they have looked a pretty different batting unit, especially because the bowling unit is still very inexperienced, and raw, but the batting unit has looked different while chasing, whereas when they're batting first, they look confused, clueless, and at times the shots that they're playing when they chase, that does not happen when they're batting first. I mean, the same batter, well, maybe a mindset issue, but they would want to chase first, and maybe this time they would want to chase successfully so that they can end with a bit of a salvaging the pride kind of a 4-1 in this series. Who could be the key players? Well, from India, surprise, surprise, it's Shafali Verma. Well, it's no surprise. Shafali has got 236 runs in 4 innings in this series, and how is that brilliant? Is no other batter has reached even 150. The second highest run scorer in this series is Smriti Mandana with 120 runs in 4 innings. So you can understand the gap, and you can understand how this series has completely been a Shafali show. She has scored, in fact, 40% of the runs of India's aggregate runs in this series. That's a lot for a batter. And her strike rate has also been well above the 130s, the 140s. So I think overall, the strike rate is around 145. The overall strike rate in this series, she has been superb straight down the ground. She has tried to play straight shots, but of course, the best part about Shafali in this series has been she has looked to play the ball on merit. She has looked to play those longish innings. She has not tried to hit every ball out of the park, and in several occasions, intentionally, after hitting a boundary, she has rotated the strike, gone to the non-striker end, and not tried to belt the very next ball, which is what we knew Shafali used to do and get out in the 40s. But here she is with 3 consecutive 50 scores. Can she make it 4 today? Will be an interesting thing to look at. Or does Sri Lanka have some sort of a plan against her? The other key player would be Vaishnavi Sharma. Absolute standout as a bowler in this series for India. In fact, if you take both the sides together, because Sri Lanka, as I said in the beginning of the video, has quite a inexperienced bowling lineup. Unlike India has had a mix of good experience and inexperience. Vaishnavi has been a standout, absolutely. The way she has varied the pace, and the Chamari Atapattu wicket last game shows that she has a matured head in that young shoulders, because to actually not get overawed by the occasion, or not get overawed by the fact that Chamari Atapattu was quite in a sound batting mood the last game, and to vary the pace, to bowl that ball was perfectly sums up how good Vaishnavi is. She has 4 wickets from 4 games. Could have been very, very different had all the catches being held, but that's something that she cannot control. What she can control, she has controlled well: the line, length, the speed variations, and today will be another chance for Vaishnavi to come up with the goods. For Sri Lanka, I think the key players will be the opening pair, Hasini Pereira and Chamari Atapattu. Well, Chamari Atapattu, from the beginning of the series, I've been saying that one key player who can actually change the game on her day. That on her day has not happened till now. Last game, I would say, was somewhere where she was getting on track. She got a little on track. Can the last game be where we can see a Chamari Atapattu's special knock? Because people who have followed her for the last decade and a half or 2 decades almost know that Chamari Atapattu on her day can take any bowling apart. Will that on her day be today? I think will be interesting to see. The other key player, as I said, the other opener, Hasini Pereira, I think from the since the third game she has been opening Hasini and Chamari Atapattu, and Hasini Pereira has clearly shown intent, comfort while batting, and intent. She has scored 25 of 18 and 33 of 25. So she would now want to convert. As an opener, you want to take those 25, 30s to 50s, 60s, so that your team gets that solid base. In the third game today, third game I say because this will be the third game for her as an opener. So in the third game today, can she take this to say a 50? It will do a world of good for her own confidence. It will do a world of good for Sri Lanka's batting unit and probably Sri Lanka's team, the Sri Lanka team as a whole going into the World Cup. The pitch won't change a lot. It has been helping the batters. It has been good for batting. The bounce is pretty nice. The ball is pretty much coming onto the bat. Dew in the second half is much more than in the first half, but that's expected. Today the dew might be a little less because when I'm recording there is a little bit of I wouldn't say chill, but probably it's a little less hot and a little less humid. But we'll have to see. If the cloud cover is there, then it's a different story altogether. But dew will be pretty much still be there. The other factor has been the spin and pace. There hasn't been much of a difference, Pacers have picked up 7 wickets. Spinners have picked up 9 wickets. Here the strategy has been the straighter you play, the better results you get as a batter. Probably playing 11 for India, I'll be hoping that they will test their bench strength. If not this match, then no idea what they want to do about their bench strength. But so I think Shafali, Smriti, Harleen. And not because Jemmy is unwell or something, it's because Harleen has not got, she got the chance last game, but she did not get a chance to bat. So Harleen, Harman, at number 5, we might see G. Kamalini, and then Trisha Ghosal, you'll have the Pacers. I think Kranti will be back, Renuka will be out, Arundhati will be there. Spinners, I feel that Sri Charani might sit out or might be rested, and Sneh Rana will come in on her behalf. I think Amanjot Kaur could be asked to rest, and G. Kamalini brought in her place as well. Or if Smriti Mandana or Shafali Verma, either of them want to take a rest, that can happen as well. But G. Kamalini, I think, will be getting a game time. You will see Sneh Rana too back in the side. With Sri Lanka, I just feel from the last game, we might see just one change, maybe Vishmi Gunaratne gets in one more chance in place of Harshita Samaravikrama this time, because she's definitely not getting to open the way Hasini has opened the batting. So maybe, otherwise they'll pretty much go with the same playing 11. That's about it. Snehashish and I will be back with the pre-show and then with the post-show one last time from Thiruvananthapuram. Thank you guys. Keep watching, keep supporting Revsportz and help us reach new heights in the new year. Thank you.